Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for watching PoliceTube. We're analyzing right now the video that Jennifer did when she went down to Windermere and filed a police report on Jeremy back on June 4th of 2021. I'm releasing a few videos about it right now and deep analyzation about it, like these pictures on the screen. But if you want to watch the full video, you can watch it over on Fraudy International Operations channel. The link for that full video will be down in the description if you want to check that out, which you definitely should. I just want to highlight a few things that were said during the interview. Right now, we're looking at an image of the end of the interview, which I thought was interesting because John Allen here, I believe that's John Allen. We'll just call him the detective. I don't know his name exactly right now. He is walking her out because it's the end of the interview, but everything needs to be taped. So the officer that has the body camera that we're watching is recording this, and he almost goes the other way, but then he's like, I'm not going to let them be alone together. Let's just watch the end of this because it's kind of interesting.
We really needed the rain, so. All right, take care. You recorded everything, right?
It's just kind of funny because it was like, he didn't want to be alone with her at all. That would be totally inappropriate because she files complaints on people. I think she said something about this detective, which embarrassed her. At the beginning, when they sit down, he explains why they're going to record.
Are you recording this?
No, look, the reason I had him here is because you guys have made allegations that I made with that blue bacon gun, and I was fired from the sheriff's office, so I just want to have a witness here.
So he wants to have a witness because they've made allegations that he was fired from the sheriff's office and all this other stupid stuff. And look at her now. She's putting her hands over her face in embarrassment of what she's done in the past. These allegations, these false allegations that she's made against officers, and now she's going into the officer's den to solicit his help, and she has to face the reality that she's made false allegations against this guy before. Jeremy files complaints, and so does Jennifer, anytime they come across anybody, basically. Here they are a little bit later in the interview, and the detective's explaining to her that Windermere arrested him one time, and he filed a complaint on all the officers. Watch this.
Our role, we arrested him for the one case, and they filed a complaint he filed a complaint on the officers, and I followed up with a complaint.
And this guy followed up on that complaint. Jeremy files these complaints all the time. Watch my other video that I'm releasing right now. It's called Meet Natalie Jackson. She's apparently, according to Jeremy, one of the attorneys that he sought help with. And according to Jennifer, she says that Jeremy said that Natalie Jackson said that he can get $200,000 for suing the police. Basically, the way that would work, I think you sue for $970,000. The sheriff's office, whoever ends up settling for somewhere between $300,000 and $400,000. Jeremy gets $200,000 of that, and then the attorney would end up with like $100,000 to $200,000 in payoff. I don't know. No, I don't think Natalie Jackson was ever interested in actually taking that case. Watch my video for analyzation on that. But it's unfair that Jeremy did file internal investigation reports against a whole bunch of officers and ended up getting Corporal John Ramsey in trouble and Sergeant Keith Vidler fired from the Orange County Sheriff's Office, saying that he was being harassed. As you know, Sergeant Vidler had not even seen or had any contact with Jeremy in over a year before he arrested him on March 23rd for the concealed pepper ball gun. And as you know, Jeremy was out on his bond, and his bond restrictions prohibit him from carrying any type of weapon whatsoever, even that pepper ball gun. Florida statute also says if you're under indictment, you're not allowed to display any sort of firearm. But most importantly, Vidler had researched the law, and according to his understanding of the law, Jeremy was concealing that firearm as being a less than lethal. He made it look like it was a real firearm, and he used it to intimidate people. And so that's Vidler's understanding of the law and thinking that's illegal, and that's why he arrested him. Vidler never should have been fired, even if he made a reasonable mistake of fact there by arresting Jeremy. Check out this full video over on Friday's channel because it's got a lot of interesting moments. This other interesting moment I found is Jennifer contradicts herself. She says when Jeremy got out of jail, in June, I think, she didn't know about it. Listen.
Well, he didn't file for divorce when he got out. I understand, like, the pre-trial release situation. I didn't know at the time. I didn't even know he was released. I had my phone.
So she says right there, I didn't even know he was released. But check this out. So listen to this here, and she says when was the last time or first time she talked to Jeremy or something like that when he was released. Watch.
When was the last time you talked to Jeremy?
Can you tell us date that he called me?
Of course I can. Yeah.
When he was released.
Okay.
So there it is. She said when he was released, he called her. Basically, I think she's a little upset that he didn't call her right away. She found out that somebody from the jail had called her, and so she just packed up her bags and went down to the jail to pick him up. And then when she got down there, they told her, he was already released. And then she got furious, like, he didn't call me first? He called her like right away, but, maybe not first. But that was enough to set her off to where Jennifer started texting, going crazy. Why aren't you calling me? I'm going crazy. Now, this whole complaint she filed is really just a personal grievance that she's just, spitting out. Now, listen to what she says here to the detective. Totally irrelevant to anything.
So,
He was very upset with me because of the things I said, like, when we weren't together. But those are things that he said. I mean,
like what kind
No.
of...
He's upset because she's, doing harmful things that gets him put in jail. And she says she won't do it if he gives her money or does certain things for her. So she's using that to threaten him. So she actually sought out Jeremy, trying to get in touch with him. But now that she did get in touch with him, she wants to report him to the state attorney. And she gets really emotional here. Listen to this, because she's like, do you even think the state attorney will care that he talked to me? Because I feel like they don't like me. And then she's surprised to hear this detective say, I don't think anyone doesn't like you. She's like, really? Watch.
Do you think I need to know
Do you think the
something?
state attorney will actually care that he called me? I feel like he hates me.
I think you're looking at this all wrong. I don't think anybody hates you, and I don't think...
Really?
Right. Why would they hate you? They really...
I don't
They
know.
barely know you. I mean...
Why would they hate you? She's like, I don't know. If they knew me, you probably would. Because literally she's trying to report Jeremy to the state attorney, and she's even feeling like the state attorney doesn't like her, which, like the detective says, not like they don't like you. It's just that you're not credible. Now, this video, she is kind of credible because she does report on Jeremy and some of his illegal antics. So she's credible in some ways, but a lot of ways she's not credible at all. Or she's just irrelevant. Here's a little episode where she told the detective that Jeremy is not smart enough to be splicing video clips together. That's like her job. Listen.
Jeremy's not, he's not that he's stupid. He's not smart enough to, like, splice things. It probably would have been...
He's not stupid, but he's not smart enough to be splicing things. She's talking about herself because she's splicing the video clips together. That makes her really smart, because that's only a smart person can do that. And in this other instance here, she talks about Jeremy and talks about his narcissism. And she says he's not sick in the head, but he does seem to be a narcissist. I think she's been watching PoliceTube. Let's watch this.
Sometimes he's not crazy and
They were unable to know everything.
so I don't know if
Right.
it's like, it's not, I don't think he's sick as far as, like, having a real mental illness. I just
Right.
think he's a narcissist or something.
Right.
He's just I messed this up. He's just a narcissist or something. And she calls it not a real mental illness or anything. Let's watch again.
He's sick as far as, like, having a real mental illness. I just
Right.
think he's a narcissist or something.
Okay.
He doesn't want to be normal and average.
Right.
He doesn't want to be normal and average. So not only is she, disparaging Jeremy in this interview, and that's what this video is kind of about, is saying all these mean things and whatever. But she also gives some good information. And watch my next video, because I'm going to release a video about the insurance fraud that she's talking about here, because she talks about how they hit Jerome Hennon's car, who they're suing right now for, aggravated assault. But they actually hit his car. She's talking about how Jeremy said that they're going to have a robbery. Like, if he has to go to jail, then we're going to have a robbery, he says. And Jennifer's reporting on this. And then she also says that back in April, when her and Jeremy were arguing and he got arrested for domestic violence against her, dating violence, she says that Jeremy had her put a bunch of cars in his name, and then he vandalized them, basically. And that was basically fake vandalism. And then she also talks about the fire that was set to some of the cars that he didn't report until later. So she talks about more of the insurance stuff. So make sure you watch my video. I'm going to go make it right now and release it right around this time. So make sure you check that out. And if you want to watch this full interview with Jennifer, it's over an hour long. You can go over to Fraudy International Operations. I put the link down in the description so you can check him out and subscribe to his channel. He's got some good videos on Jeremy Dewitte. So I appreciate you watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification icon if you want to be notified of my future videos. And also leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about all this, all right? And Jennifer, if you're watching this, hey, babe. And as always, have yourself a great day.